Hello, my name is Eugene Kuipers and I'm the CEO and founder of Fectar. Today I'm going to give a presentation about XR, extended reality. What's the current state of XR and how does it add value to the industry, specifically also the automotive industry. And in this presentation, we're going to show a lot of demos, live demos. All the demos that you see in this presentation, you can view them yourself by downloading the free Fectar app and you can experience yourself what the current state of XR is at this moment. First, we start with a short introduction about Fectar, the company that I founded almost 5 years ago. And then I start with the most important takeaway of this presentation, something that I really want to make sure that sticks with you after these slides. And I hope that I can inspire you, but also show you how to get started today. Then we continue about telling you more about XR, extended reality. And then we're going to show 7 different live demos that you can do yourself. All these demos are not video editing or something like that. It's just you download the free app and you get going immediately. So you get a real good sense of what the current state of extended reality is at this moment. And of course, what does it mean for you as an organization? How can you benefit today using extended reality? So I started Fectar about 5 years ago. I had this vision in 2018 where the new 3D world is coming to. And I wanted to create a platform that's not just about augmented reality or virtual reality, but it's about the new 3D world that's coming our way. And I also wanted to make sure that it's multi-user, so that everyone is able to access the content you create on our platform. So it's not just one device, so it's not just an HoloLens, it's not just the Quest headset, or not just smartphones. No. All these devices should be able to access your content. That's what we mean by multi-device, multi-user, because all these devices can also collaborate at the same time, viewing the same content. And that's what really important. And that's how we grew to almost 7 million downloads to date, in about 4 years that we're now live with our platform. And we support multiple languages, including, of course, English, but also Arabic, Chinese, and Hindi. And we are present now in 223 countries all over the world. People are using our platform. And that's also what we mean. We have a high volume track record with proven use cases. And all these insights I'm going to share with you today, and also how you can get started. So this is the Fectar platform. This is what we have been creating now for the past 5 years. In the center, there's Fectar Studio. That's where you create the content and where you manage the content and where you publish the content. And the content, once you publish it, it's immediately available on all the different devices surrounding Fectar Studio. So you don't have to do separate projects per device. So once you create something, it's available on smartphones and iPads, but also on the Meta Quest headsets, the 2 and the Pro and the 3, the Microsoft HoloLens, and also in the browser, you can view the content as well. So that means that everyone has access to your content with Fectar Studio. One platform, infinite possibilities. And like I mentioned in the beginning, we already have 7 million downloads worldwide. And creating content and publishing the content, it's really easy. We have a no-code, low-code code platform, so anyone can just create something. I always say, if you're PowerPoint savvy, you can already create amazing interactive augmented reality and virtual reality spaces using our platform. It has also statistics, so you can analyze how your viewers, how your audience is using your content. For instance, for training, for sales, for onboarding new staff. All these things are possible on our platform. So really easy to create. Everyone can do this. We have templates available that you can create a virtual tour of your factory or your showroom. You can create a store with all kinds of product, interactive. You can push on buttons. You can order the products that are shown in the store. These are all templates off the shelf available. And we are a proud member of many different international organizations, such as the High-Tech Software Cluster here in the Netherlands. We're included in a platform. It's also includes like ASML and large mobile operators. World-class maintenance. It's also an international organization with a lot of big companies. We're looking into new ways for maintenance using extended reality. So my goal today is to inspire you and to show you what the current state is of extended reality. But there's a very strong message behind this, and please take into account the knowledge that I'm sharing you today is out in the open. Not just for us, but also for the competition. And everyone is moving forward. My company is a fast-growing company. We're going really fast. We came in contact with MEMA at the CES Las Vegas. We are part of a Dutch delegation of all kinds of technology companies. Things are moving really fast. And what you see happening is that the XR technology is mature. There are feasible use cases at the moment with a short-term return on investment. So you don't talk about large investments or anything, just these are feasible projects. You can do them today and you have a return on investment with 3 to 6 months. And that's what I mean with the XR technology is mature. You can already fit it into existing processes and start using it today. And because of the potentially disruptive nature of this technology, it requires insourcing your knowledge. So you can start today to explore and to learn more about XR. For that, we also have a special XR acceleration program available in Fectar. And just to make sure, what is XR? I keep mentioning this term in every slide. XR means extended reality. And just to keep it simple, there are many definitions out there, but these definitions are all work in progress. And I always say, just keep it simple. Extended reality is where virtual reality and augmented reality meet. So it's both AR and VR at the same time. What behind it is spatial computing. And this term, spatial computing, will be very important in the next decade because it creates a new interface for you to work with all the data and information that's coming our way. And you can visualize it very easily and people can interact with it with digital models. So these are important things to remember. Spatial computing. So let's have a look at extended reality and industry specifically. How can you use it? What can I do with it? So let's start with all the demos and the intro slides. Let's see what the benefits are of extended reality for your industry. If you look specifically at the automotive industry, there are a lot of challenges coming our way these days. And in order to get an adaptive workforce, you can use extended reality. For an enterprise level, we see that the adaptive workforce and the global scale collaboration are really key in using extended reality. Everyone has access to your content and can share with everyone at any moment with any device. And that means that your return on investment will increase significantly, especially when it comes to using a digital twin. What we very often see in organizations is that there are digital twins created, but they're only used in a single device. And this device is only available, for instance, at an office. But with our platform, you'll be able to share with anyone, anywhere, anytime, any device. For the content developers, so that's the cost part of creating these kinds of experiences, we look at the developer tools, the content distribution, and the API connections. They're all available within the same platform at the same time. So everyone can create content with our no-code, low-code coding platform. Like I mentioned, is that if you have PowerPoint and if you're a little bit PowerPoint savvy, you can already create interactive AR and VR content. And for the learners, it means you have access everywhere with the content. You can get to the content anytime, any place. That means accelerated learning. That's really crucial with extended reality because you're visualizing 3D models and the relevant data at the same time. You're putting together the content and the context, and then you see a really accelerated learning, up to 40 to 70% faster learning with XR. And that means that everyone can create a skill-based career path. And that's also in line with an adaptive workforce. With all the changes coming our way, you want to make sure that everyone can adapt as fast as possible. So in this presentation, we're not just showing slides, we're also showing live demos. And this is a demo about remote assistance with a live feed data. What you're going to see is a 3D model, a digital twin, and a real asset at the same time. On the real asset and the digital twin, you see a live feed of the IoT data. That means you have access to your data also anywhere, any place. And then comes in remote assistance with any device. You can collaborate using a standard smartphone, and one person can be in the actual factory and the other person can be all over the world. You can talk to each other, and you can point out to things, and you can also leave virtual notes on an actual machine self. So here is the demo.
In today's fast-paced industrial environment, machines are designed to operate flawlessly, driving productivity and efficiency. However, when malfunctions and defects do occur, they can pose significant challenges. Traditionally, identifying and resolving these issues involved time-consuming calls to the help desk, where explaining the problem without visual aids often led to miscommunication and delays. Introducing the augmented reality solution by Fectar, transforming the way the industry tackles these challenges using digital twins. With just a simple scan of a QR code of any malfunctioning device, employees can now access a wealth of relevant IoT data directly through the Fectar app. This instant access to critical information empowers on-site employees to diagnose and understand the problem quickly. No more calling back and forth to the help desk. The Fectar app provides step-by-step instructions derived from the Etteplan knowledge base, tailored to address the specific error encountered. Companies like Etteplan manage knowledge bases, ensuring that the troubleshooting process is not only streamlined, but also stays up to date. For complex issues that require collaborative problem solving, the Fectar app enables employees to convene a virtual meeting right on the spot. Up to 8 participants can join this digital collaboration space, ensuring that expertise is shared efficiently regardless of physical location. And for those unable to attend due to scheduling conflicts or time zone differences, the app offers a feature to leave notes, ensuring that critical information is communicated and actioned upon. Fectar's solution for industrial environments, powered by a comprehensive knowledge base, not only streamlines troubleshooting and maintenance processes, but also fosters a more efficient and collaborative work environment. This is the future of industrial maintenance, powered by Fectar.
So using extended reality, it's really easy to learn, to teach people with new content, new information. And for that, we have a global platform and make this content interactive. That means also increasing the learner engagement. and making information available to everyone and to have a tool you can use everywhere also means improving collaboration and foster social learning. So everyone can join in with a certain presentation that you're giving in extended reality. And that also means preparing your learners with future-ready skills. So how does this work? Really easy. Everyone can just download the free app going to the App Store. The App Stores that I mean is the App Store and the Meta Quest store. It can be in the iOS store, an Android store. You can just download the free app. You can place a high-quality 3D model of a car in front of you. It's an interactive 3D model. When you tap on the doors or the hood, it just opens up and you can see the inside of the car or an engine. Then you can start a Fectar meetup. Then you can point at things, you can talk to each other, you can interact with each other. You can show the inside of the engine, you can explain where the dipstick is, things like that. And you can see the detailed interior. And again, try it yourself with the free Fectar app. Have a go at it, and then you know exactly what I mean with this demo. So here you see a live demo. These are two persons holding a smartphone, standing in front of a high-quality 3D model of a car. They can tap on the hood opens up, they can look inside the engine. By pointing the center of your smartphone, a beam comes out and you can point at things and you can talk to each other, you can interact with each other. And here you see the people also sitting in the car, looking at the interior of the car, talking to each other, and you see the level of detail of the interior. And that's how you can explain things to each other. You can learn, these can be customers, these can be new employees. Everyone is able to view the content. So I explained to you what extended reality is. You've seen a couple of examples of extended reality. What are the immediate benefits of meeting ASR? First of all, you eliminate 100% of the expenses with indirect training. Think about the trainers themselves or actors sometimes that you need to hire for soft skill trainings, or the locations where you do the trainings, or the 3D or the models that you use in the training. So you create it once and you share with everyone everywhere. So that's how you eliminate the expenses. You complete autonomy of workers in the execution of their tasks. So they can choose themselves where and when to access the content. And that also reduces a lot of travel costs, but also preparation costs, things like that. Everyone has access to the content any place, anytime. You increase the labor supply, the standardized task execution, and protect the know-how of the company. So these are all benefits that are immediately available when you start using extended reality. So let's say you are developing a new machine and you want to have the input of the manufacturer or clients, in this case for a chip machine, and you want to share the CAD model and have a look at it and also see the insights for certain parts. So with the free Fectar app, you place the high quality 3D models. It's an interactive model with all kinds of buttons. You can set up the meetup, then you can work together, you can see the inside, you can explain it to everyone. And again, this works on multiple devices at the same time. So a Quest, the Pico, iOS, Android, they can all access the content and they can collaborate using this interactive XR space. So that's how you can use your 3D digital twin everywhere. And everywhere, any device, that means that also your cost and your return on investment, your cost reduces and your return on investment increases significantly because you create more moments of use. So it's not just in somewhere in an office that you can use a digital twin, but you can use it everywhere, anytime. So that you see that the return on investment increases like almost 900%. So you get faster and better decision making. You can connect with your teams from all over the world with the same content. There's a better coordination between the tasks. With the virtual sensors, you can show the data on an actual machine. And that's also very powerful, that the content and the context are immediately together. So again, benefits for using extended reality, benefits of using a 3D digital twin everywhere. So in the previous demo, I've shown you how easy it is to place a 3D model and to go inside to see the inside of a machine. But there's also another way to do this. If you have a 3D model with all the parts, you can create something that's called an exploded view. You can see the actual machine, you tap on the machine, and then you see all the different parts that are inside the machine. And you can tap on the parts. You can also order these online, for instance. You can connect the XR experience with API calls to your current store. And people can order it, or they get a quote on certain parts. That's all possible using the extended reality experience. So you have your digital twin, you have a live feed with IoT data, you can work together in extended reality. How can you make improvements with this? Now, you have predictive maintenance. You get alerts before the breakdown happens, and you can get a look at the machine and you can share it with the colleagues. Especially if you have a multidisciplinary team working on a specific job, it's really easy to share this kind of information using 3D models to visualize all the data related to a machine. Process automation, the quality, detect bad quality as fast as possible, the variability of the workers, the logistics, supply chain, these can all improve using these kind of experiences in extended reality once you offer it multi-device, multi-user. So how do you get virtual data to an actual machine? Really easy. It's just, again, with the free app Fectar, you can scan a QR code on the side of the machine. Then you get the live feed IoT data from the cloud API call. Then you can get remote assistance, and you can also leave a virtual node on the actual machine. And so that means you don't have to be there at the same time. If you can leave a virtual node, then you can also help a colleague who is in another time zone, for instance. And that's also a way of collaborating in extended reality, but using a digital twin and an actual machine at the same time. So the bottom line of these kind of improvements and this kind of experience that you're sharing across your organization means that, before people had to work with printed manuals, for instance, to do some kind of tasks for maintenance. And if you have an experienced worker, they can do something in 40 minutes time. An inexperienced worker, because they have to look for all the data and all the information and all the sheets and all the things that's available for a certain maintenance task, it can take up to 160 minutes. But using visual instructions backed up by remote assistance, you can see that an experienced worker and an inexperienced worker can do the same task in the same time. And that means improved productivity and efficiency of your workforce. So we've all heard about artificial intelligence and what's happening these last few months, year. Things are moving forward at an amazing speed. And what we see happening is the combination of extended reality and artificial intelligence is just amazing. And we went beyond what's just standard. What we created in our platform, which is also available today, you can start using this today, is a natural interface for artificial intelligence. You can ask a question to a 3D avatar standing in front of you, and the AI, represented as a 3D person, will respond to you. So, and you can connect this AI to all kinds of knowledge databases that you have available in your organization. So it will answer specifically to your data, to your knowledge base. And this way you can train the AI to become a coach, to help someone to get familiar with new updates of a machine, for instance. You have a standard training for the standard machine. There's an update available for this machine. So you don't need to go to the headquarters anymore. You can just do it remotely. You can view the 3D model of this machine with the updates, and there's an AI available for you. And you can ask questions and it will respond to you. It will answer you. This can also be a salesperson. It can mention the benefits of certain products to the customers. Or it can also be an HR person onboarding new staff into your organization. So if you see what's happening there, then it also becomes magical to see how XR and AR are joining in together. And yeah, these use cases, we've just scratched the surface to see what the potential is of this new combination of XR and AI.
Welke kabeldikte moet ik hebben?
Voor een hotelcircuit in een trapportaal wordt meestal een kabel van minimaal 2,5 mm aanbevolen. Dit zorgt voor voldoende stroomcapaciteit en veiligheid. Zorg ervoor dat je ook de lokale voorschriften en normen raadpleegt om te bepalen welke kabeldikte vereist is. Heb je nog andere vragen?
Welke kleur is de fasedraad?
De fasedraad is meestal bruin van kleur in Nederland. Het is belangrijk om de juiste polariteit te behouden bij het aansluiten van de elektrische bedrading om ervoor te zorgen dat alle apparaten correct werken en om de veiligheid te waarborgen. Heb je nog andere vragen?
So, like I mentioned in the beginning, all the demos that I've shown you today are available in the Fectar app. So these are not video editing or something like that. These are just things we created for our customers, and they're available on our platform for you to experience. If you take out a smartphone, you can QR codes, and you can just experience yourself the inside of a turbine engine. You get a virtual tour of an oil rig, a solar system, or a safety training for the offshore windmill industry. All available just on a standard smartphone, and you can use it everywhere, anytime, and you can set up a meetup with your colleagues and try it out. So let's finish where we start off. So the most important takeaway of today's presentation, the knowledge is out in the open, not just for us, but also for the competitions. We have 7 million downloads in 223 countries all over the world. We see what's happening out there, and we see how fast things are moving forward at this moment. The XR technology is mature, and what's very important to see the maturity is by looking at the feasible use cases with a short-term return on investment. The average return on investment with our project is between 3 to 6 months. That's how fast things are moving forward, and that's how you can reduce cost in your current organization. So potentially disruptive technology requires insourcing knowledge. Start today to explore and to learn. We have the XR acceleration program available with Fectar. We do an XR readiness assessment for your organization. We have about 60 questions for your entire organization to find out, is your organization ready to adopt this new technology? And if not, what do we need to do to get there as fast as possible? With the XR acceleration program, we get your organization up and running in 4 months' time, with all kinds of proof of concepts that are there, but also training your organization how to use extended reality and how to create your own content, no code, low code, code, with all different objects. Thank you for your attention. I hope I inspired you today and that you will take your first steps into extended reality. On our website, fectar.com, there's a free trial. You can use it immediately, but please feel free to contact us. We're here to help you and take the next step in this new technology. Thank you very much for your attention.